Hey there, I'm Echo. I like to be happy. Obviously, who doesn't? Who am I kidding? I don't have a smooth segue into this. I just want to talk about things that make me happy. Hey, maybe it'll make you happy too. And if not, I remember I'd get bothered about this all the time back when the Rona wasn't around. I remember this one time. I was coloring in history class for a project, so I popped my earbuds into my phone and went on Netflix. I started watching My Little Pony while laying on the ground, coloring this big boy man. People made fun of me. But it doesn't matter, because I still love the show. I kin both Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy. I know they're completely different characters, but my default is Fluttershy. I'm a very shy and introverted person. Animals are really cool. I find they're a lot more awesome to hang out with than most people. I suck at confrontation too. I mean, I'll do it, but it's all fake confidence and inside I'm just dying. But when it comes to people I'm super comfy with, I'm more of a Pinkie Pie kind of person. I'm really loud and hyper and really annoying. I'm a pretty social person. I'm introverted and I do need time by myself to recharge. But dang it, I'm excitable and annoying and I love to run around and scream! I haven't watched the last season, so please don't spoil. Apparently Rainbow Dash and Applejack end up together, and it bugs me so much. Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash were destined to be together. I have a few favorite characters, by the way. I like Discord, he's a good man. Celestia, too. I once had a dream that I was a pony and I became an alicorn and I was the princess of bravery. A guy princess, apparently. And Celestia married me and we performed a musical number. All I remember from the song was, "Underneath the moonlight," and we touched horns and closed our eyes and I woke up. I like Derpy. I used to have a figure of her. My dog got to her though. She's dead now, so it's fine. DJ Pond 3 or Vinyl Scratch is amazing. She and Octavia are definitely dating. Also, Bonbon and Lyra are lesbian icons. Yes, I know Bonbon's name is actually Secret Agent Sweetie Drops, but shut up, she'll always be Bonbon to me. I watched a few episodes of this show as a kid, but not a whole lot. I don't remember anything about it other than being salty at the Legend of Korra because the only character I cared about was Bald Arrow Boy. But recently, I decided to give this show a shot. People were talking about it and I wanted to check it out. Oh my god, it's amazing! If you haven't watched it, you're missing out. It's basically about these 4 nations, fire, water, air, and earth, who can all control their respective element. But then the Fire Nation is all like, "You guys suck," and starts a war. The only guy who can stop it is the Avatar, the dude who can control all the elements, but then he just dips. Turns out he's a 12-year-old named Aang and he was stuck in an iceberg for 100 years until these 2 kids, Katara and Sokka, find him. Can I tell you about my favorite character? I'm telling you about my favorite character. Zuko! Prince, my man's Zuko. He's 16, only a year older than me. He's still my son though. I didn't care too much for this man's until that episode where Sokka's stuck out at sea and Aang's like, "Hey Katara, let me tell you about my backstory real quick." And while that's happening, Zuko's uncle overhears some soldiers saying that Zuko sucks and he's like, "Hey guys, let me tell you about Zuko's backstory real quick." Basically what happened to Zuko is that he wanted to go to a meeting because he wanted to learn stuff for when he becomes king, since he's the prince and all that. His uncle's like, "Yeah, that's cool, just don't say stuff." But the guys there are like, "Let's use soldiers as bait," and Zuko goes, "That's bad," and they're like, "Ree!" They tell the king, Zuko's dad, and his dad's all like, "I gotta fight you because you spoke out of turn." And Zuko goes, "I'm not fighting you, Dad, I love you!" And he starts crying. Then the king goes, "I bet," and burns Zuko's face. He then exiled Zuko for not fighting. Zuko! The whole reason he wants to capture Aang is because he wants his dad to love him. And also for honor, but I love Prince Zuko, dude. I want to give him Whittle Kith. Also, his uncle's awesome. I love that man's. I haven't watched a lot of Avatar, so please don't spoil. At the time of recording this, I'm on Season 2, Episode 8. Let me tell you, I didn't even realize I was on Season 2 for a while. If you can hear the theme song to BNA and not get all pumped up, there's something wrong with you. Quick synopsis of the show, woo! There's two species called humans and beastmen. Humans are humans and beastmen look like humans, but they can transform into furries! They're like super oppressed to the point where there are beastmen hunters and stuff. So there's just one beastman who's a pretty sphinx cat and decides to make a city dedicated to beastmen called Anima City. There's a super cute tanuki named Michiru who goes to the city and fights crime with a hot wolfie. She also plays baseball. All the character designs are amazing. I haven't seen a single character that I'm not attracted to or I don't find cute. The color schemes are amazing, and Michiru's adorable eyes give me a certain vibe. Oh, Echo, you only like this show because you're a furry. Shut up! I love Harvest Moon so much. After some legal trouble between the developers and the publishers, they had to change the name to Story of Seasons, but they're pretty much the same thing. I'm currently playing Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town, and oh my god, I love it. It's just a little farming simulator, honestly. You get to grow what you want, keep animals, make money, and develop relationships. You can get married, and in some games, you can have a kid. Mary is best girl in Friends of Mineral Town, by the way. I picked Mary because she has the most in common with me. She's got glasses and black hair. She loves to read, since she's a little librarian. She loves animals and she loves apples. I love her, but Gray keeps trying to steal it from me! At the moment, I have a dog named Bonnie, named after my real-life dog, a cow named Jim Jams, a sheep named Cielo, and 4 chickens named Edgar, Pete, Willie, and Florence. I have Story of Seasons, but I haven't played it in a long while. I might get back into it. Plus, now that I have my own SNES, I'll hopefully be able to play Harvest Moon. It's Harvest Moon for the SNES. It doesn't have, like, an additional name. It's just Harvest Moon. I really want to record my own footage for certain games one day, but hey, we'll see. I'm a raging furry. Look at me. I'm a cat. A little kitty cat. Words can't describe how happy being a furry makes me, all jokes aside. I'm constantly on furry Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. I've been a furry since I was like 11 or so, and I made a couple designs before sticking with my main design for my Sona. I'm a little kitty cat, basically. I am Kato. Basically because of Necotalia and warriors, but that's a story for another day. I spend the majority of my day being a raging furry. I wake up, do school, then go on furry TikTok. I go on furry Instagram. I go on furry YouTube and listen to furries talk about random stuff. I have a million furry characters, and I'm actually gonna commission a fursuit soon. I don't know why I said it like I was proving a point. It honestly makes me so happy to be a furry. I haven't met a single mean furry in my time, though they do exist. And I've found that furries are just epic people. I have a million characters I want made into fursuits. It'll take literally forever to gather up that much money, but I think it's possible. Surprisingly enough, while being a furry is a thing that makes me the most happy, there isn't a lot to talk about. It's mostly because it doesn't really have a source material. Sure, there's B&A, Beastars, Utopia, but those aren't source materials. Those are just things that furries like, you know? And those are a couple things that make me happy. I might make a second part of this video since making it made me really happy. We'll see. Bye bye!